Good morning, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. It is about 1,000,000 degrees outside. It's about 23 degrees actually. Jesus, it's really warm. Anyway, this is a i40 that we've just taken into stock, 2015, and this one is the facelift model. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage, the garage in Kildare town. So you can see behind me, Maxwell's here, Honda's here, Hyundai's there, and then further up the road there's Mercedes, and there's garages in Naas, Carlow and Tullamore. So if you're spending money in a garage like this, on a nice car like this, you know there's going to be an after sales service because it's a large motor group and it's here, it's a family run business in operation for 70 years. So anyway, let's have a look at the car. So like we're saying, this car is 152. The significance of a 152 in an i40 is the tail lights and the headlights are a bit different. Here we go. So if we have a look at this, this is an early 2015 i40. So they had the daytime running light along there and the bigger teardrop style of front fog light, whereas this one here then is an LED along the front, which is really smart, complemented even by LEDs on the top, which are parking lights and also daytime running lights. Headlights in through here, and then as you can see, the grille compared to that one is a bigger, fatter cascading grille at the front. And if you go around to the back of the car, just to compare to this one over here, if we just have a quick look at the tail light, and this is not very it's not massively significant, but it just is smart. So if you see here, white at the bottom, red at the top, in fairness, with LEDs. However, on these ones, they're a longer strip line LED. So it's really, how would you say, it's more kind of executive style look. It's hard to see with the sun today, but if you look down along here, white and red, but if you look at the way that's composed, big long LEDs in through there, so it just looks really, really smart. Chrome on the boot lid, and then we have two fully functional exhausts along the rear, so it makes the rear of the car look nice and symmetrical. This car, we know the car since brand new, so we actually had this car as part of our own fleet in 2015, and then it had one private owner after that. So looking down the side of the car, and black is a really unforgiving kind of colour, so you can see she's nice and tidy from the quarter panel onto the two doors and onto the wing at the front. These are a 17-inch diamond cut wheel, so the model that went before it, which was the shape like we're looking at over there, had a 16-inch style of alloy, whereas once we went into the facelift we got a nice 17-inch alloy wheel, and especially on a black car. If you look at the chrome around here, these are a diamond cut wheel, so they're kind of, they're quite shiny. When you look at them up close, they have a nice reflective surface, so on a sunny day they look really well. Chrome around the windows and then chrome on the door handle, so it actually all comes together really, really congruently. Again, moving around in terms of condition, the front bumper is in nice condition, as is the bonnet. There is going to be a couple of stone chips. It's a black car and it's a 2015 car, but very, very nice condition in my opinion. And then moving down the wing onto the two doors, onto the quarter panel, all nice and tidy, and up over the roof as well. So nice car throughout so far. Let's have a look at the inside of the car. So in terms of the interior, let's start at the boot. So one thing I find about the i40 is when people look at them, the boot is really, really big. That is one of the first things. So golf clubs and all that kind of stuff, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Apologies about the camera, it's so sunny today. I'm trying to see if I can get you, should have picked a better place. So as you can see, the boot in through here, as the camera focuses, is quite large. So if you can imagine, you can see all the way in through there. Very, very large boot. This car is only in, so we haven't cleaned it up yet. There is a spare wheel down in through there as well. But as we can see, there's, I suppose, any of these saloon cars now, the boots are just gigantic, and the i40 is definitely one of the best ones around. The second thing I noticed then on i40s is the legroom that's in the back. So if you have a look at the legroom on them, there is privacy glass on the rear as we saw, but if you jump into the inside, then you have first of all, the amount of legroom. So that's normally how I would sit in the car. So if you look along through here, there's quite a bit of room in front of me. Over here I have ventilation, so on a day like today I can get the cold air flowing back to myself. After that then, in terms of I have an armrest here with a drinks holder, and I have 3 head restraints. I'm just going to flip around the camera here for a sec. Now that's better. So basically behind me I have 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, and an armrest like what we were talking about as well. And as we see, there's a serious amount of legroom in the back of an i40. They're really, really good that way. So anyone that comes to sit in these, it's one of the things that they always comment on. So big boot, and also a lot of leg room in the back, especially for people that have tall kids and kids that are not getting any smaller. Let's have a look at the front of the car, and again, condition in the rear is quite nice. We haven't cleaned that car yet, so that's how it's come in, so it's a nice condition. I have on my side an electric seat, so if I have a look at my controls down through here, as we can see, forwards, up, down, I have lumbar support here, so the idea is basically that I can raise the seat up and down, move it back and forward, all electrically, and then I can also adjust the lumbar support, which is to harden up the back part of the seat, and then I can move the seat backwards and forwards using that as well. And the steering wheel then is rake reach, so I can go up or down with the steering wheel and in and out as well. So drop the lever, in, out, up, down, so all very easy to use. Over here I have a parking brake, so basically when I put my safety belt on, it automatically releases, or if I want to engage the handbrake I just lift, so it's quite easy. Gears are 6 forward over here, and then when I go for reverse up through the centre here, I get a reverse camera. I'm just going to flip around the camera in a second, show you that better. Other things I have here is a drive mode, which basically reduces how aggressive the steering wheel feedback is. So if I want a really light steering wheel, I can turn the sport mode off, or if I want a bit of feedback to have heavy steering, I can have that too. USB and auxiliary connectors down through here, or we can close that down and open it up, so quite smart in through there. On the steering wheel I've got cruise control over through here, volume controls in through here. I've got voice activated Bluetooth, so
please say a command.
FM 104.
Did you say FM auto store?
FM 104.
Sorry, please say a command.
FM 104.
Sorry, I can't understand the command. Please repeat.
FM 104.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding you. Please try again, or press the speak button and say help.
Help?
Please say a command.
FM 104.
FM 104.
So the problem there was basically it got jammed up because I had started with the door open. So with any of these kind of functions, they're very much focused in around the driver. So sometimes people call you and they'll say, sorry, I know my mother does this. The passenger side of the car, she will talk from the passenger side of the car, and it's not picking her up. So because it's not meant to, it's only meant to be for the driver, and everyone else around the rest of the car can still talk away, and they're not, you know, coming in on the phone call or whatever. So what's happened there is basically I've left the door open, the noise of the cars going past and all that's totally jammed it up and interfered with it. Once I close the doors, reset it, no problem, happy days. So it does work quite easily.
Please say a command.
CD player.
CD.
So there you go, you're straight on the CD. So as you see, it's very, very straightforward. And then once my phone's Bluetoothed up, I can say call whoever I want to call. Heating controls in through here, so driver side, passenger side over here. After that then there is automatic headlights which come on themselves at night time, you know, front and rear fog lights and all that kind of stuff as well. This rear view mirror is electrochromatic, so if someone comes up behind you at night time, it darkens itself overall. Safety wise, I've got a driver's airbag, I've got a passenger airbag, I've got a side airbag up here, I've got a side airbag in my seat, I've got steel bars for side impact protection, I've got traction control, anti-lock brakes, emergency brake distribution. Really, really, really safe car. And these are a 1.7 diesel engine. So realistically speaking, anyone that has one of these, they're normally running in the region of around 5 to 5.5 litres per 100 kilometres, which is somewhere in the region of 50 to 55 miles per gallon, and that is dead consistent. The cars are extremely reliable and robust. As you can see, even they're using them as part of An Garda Síochána now, so they have been quite good for us. This model of i40 has been quite reliable. They will come with, in this case, a warranty until 2020. So if you have a look at this car here, it is a 152 registration, which means in the middle July or so of 2020 it will have warranty and roadside assist until then as well. And then when the car leaves here, it will be serviced before you collect it, and we will also check things like tyres and brakes, so we want you driving out of here without having to spend any money for the next 12 months. Finance is also available because we deal with all the major lenders, and let's face it, these days, I'd say, this is based on nothing, only how I feel and what I see, I'd say probably 70+% of people that are buying cars are going through some sort of financial agreement. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of what we see anyway, roughly here. So we can, again, give you quotations and that kind of stuff. And the other thing as well is no matter what trade-in you have, we can always take any trade-in you have. So that is the i40 2015 152 that we have, which is the facelift model. So if you're looking at 2015 i40s, remember there's a pre and post facelift. Nothing mechanically different really, just cosmetics, that's all. But I think this one's quite nice because it has the updated grille and fog light and headlight setup, so it just looks quite fresh. Well, actually, if you go to buy a brand new one in a showroom right now, this is exactly how it looks. This is what you get. So hopefully this particular car is of interest to you. Thank you for taking time to watch. If there's any information I can give you, please do give me a call. 086 843 1945. Brian is my name. Not sure if I forgot to say it. I'm just backing up to the garage here. There's also, with the reverse camera, we also got parking sensors front and rear. So as I go backwards, it's going to give me an eye. There's a cyclist behind me, so as you can see in here, I don't want to be knocking him down. And then as I go forwards towards something, for example, if I go over towards the wall here, we will get parking sensors. You can, make noise so you know what you're doing. So, again, all in the idea of convenience. Thanks for taking time to watch. If you want to know anything, 086 843 1945. Brian is my name. Chat to you soon.